Hi YouTube, it's Lena, and I am here today to show you the finale for the makeup I want to finish in 2020. I know that this might be a tiny bit early for this, but I'm actually really wanting to film the stuff I want to finish in 2021, and I figured I really need to wrap this up. So there's going to be a couple of things in here that are close to done that I intend to finish by the end of the year. However, you know, we're not quite there yet. So, for stuff that I have finished since my last update, which was a hell of a long time ago, I should really just film these every 6 months rather than trying like, I'm gonna film it every 3 months and then not. So, stuff that I have finished since last time, I have finished 3 foundations, which were the last 3 that I had in here. I had actually added the Milani one to replace the Rimmel that I threw out because it had expired. It had oxidized itself to death. But I finished this on August the 26th, so that is done. I also finished the Makiage foundation, which after I finish up a few more foundations, I'm going to repurchase. It's the Woke Up Like This foundation. I finished this on May the 25th. And just this past month, I finished the L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover Foundation. So that is great. Now, I forgot to write down the exact date that I finished this on in my notebook, but I also finished the Cover FX Blurring Primer. I had a lot of marks on this one. It took me all year. I only finished it last month, but it is now done. Now, I don't know if I had this last time or not, but just to show you, I did finish the Ulta Beauty Broad Spectrum SPF 50 Setting Spray. I don't think they sell this anymore, unfortunately. I personally liked it, but I know not everybody did. So I finally finished the lipstick, the Bite Beauty lipstick in Jam. That is all gone. That took me forever. I finished that in August the 30th is when I finished that. So I had wanted to finish both sides of that this year, but I don't think it's gonna happen because I haven't even touched the opal shade yet. And I also finished the Bite Beauty lip crayon in Pastille. I finished that one September the 30th, but that is it rolled all the way up. And let me grab this. I left it over there. I finally finished the Stila Shade Mystery. That's really hard to say. That is now all done. And I finished the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick in Rose Gold. That is it, rolled all the way up. So I wish I had finished more, but I finished what I could. Everybody knows that this year finishing makeup has been a giant pain in the butt because we're all going out less. So let me go over everything that I have left. And like I said, some things will be finished by the end of the year. Like my MAC bronzer. This is the Extra Dimension Bronzer in Aphrodite Shell. I actually repressed this into another pan and it completely ruined it. Like, it's still usable, but so much product comes up every time, like it chunks up, that I'm gonna finish this in no time, even though this pan was completely full when I initially repressed it. So that will be done soon. I'm a little bit upset, but at the same time, it's something I wanted to finish this year. I have definitely gotten my money's worth out of that, so I'm not too worried about it. This one I'm annoyed by because I just repressed it and it completely filled the pan back up and I'm not going to finish it this year. It is the Wet n Wild Ombre Blush in a purple haze. Like, I had so much pan on that, but I was like, you know what, it's getting to be a pain in the ass to use. Let me repress it. It completely refilled the pan. I wanted to cry. And finally, for cheek products, I have the Wet n Wild Precious Petals highlighter. I actually just dropped this and broke the packaging. Looks like a couple of pieces came up, but here's just went all over my desk. It apparently came loose when I dropped it. So that's done. Because that went everywhere, guys. It like completely crumbled too, so it's not like I can save that, and I don't want to. So that's done. I guess that is done now. I'm not even mad. I'm so tired of that thing. Now, I got slowed down on face powders, which has never happened to me before, but I spent most of the year working on this giant loose powder that I started from mostly new. So the Wet n Wild powder, this Wet n Wild powder I have not even opened. It is literally still sealed. I have instead been working on the Neutrogena powder, and I made a mistake picking this one instead because it's so much more product. It had pan on it, but I actually repressed it. So I don't think I'm gonna finish that until January either. Oh my god, I'm annoyed that it spilled all over my desk, but I'm not annoyed that it's gone. Oh, it's gonna be a bitch to clean up. Now, I still have 2 Laura Mercier Caviar sticks left. I am using them now, but there's just no way I'm gonna finish them till the end of the year. I'm actually wearing Intense Amethyst right now underneath the pink eyeshadow, of course, but I'm just trying to get some usage on it so I can finish it next year. And Intense Copper, I have used a little bit as well with the shade Fit in my Pan That palette. But they're both going to be here. They're both going to be carrying on until next year. I still have my MAC paint pot. This thing will never die. Like, I can't even seem to hit pan on the damn thing, but like, I have dug down in there, so. I use a brush with it, so that's kind of why it's done that, but it's fine. It's fine. Now, I had this, you know, theory that I was going to be using up all these Bite lipsticks, and I've used up 2 of the, I think 6 that I put in here. No, 3 if you count the, this, but that would make it, you know, 8. God, this stuff is on my freaking notebook. But because of the, you know, current pandemic going on, we all wear masks outside, so wearing lipstick underneath, especially, you know, nice, hydrating, creamy lipstick is pretty much a no-go. So, let's see. My Bite Beauty Lip Pencil in Rhubarb, haven't touched. My little mini pencil in Aubergine, haven't touched. And the 2 lipsticks in Licorice and Chai, I haven't touched. I almost started panning Chai, but then I realized that I had something in a different project that would work for like a more neutral lipstick. So I decided to finish that up first. It's my Clinique Almost Lipstick in Black Honey. So I figured that one was already in a project pan. Let me work on it first. And let's see. I still have the Maybelline eyeshadow quad that I was working on. The Eye Studio and Olive Martini. It's not in there right now because I just did my Pan That palette update. I have the 2 shades that I'm working on. And here, this is the, you know, blue brown pigment, and this is the highlight. So I guess those will get finished next year as well. Like I said, not everything. This was kind of a bust year for project panning. We all know that. It's fine. It's something you just kind of accept. And my final lipstick is this Dior lipstick that will not die, because I mean, if you've been following my hashtag Team Project Pan, you will know all about the issues that I've been having with this and how, even though I wear it regularly, it won't die. It's a very pigmented lipstick, so I'm not that surprised, but ugh. And finally, my Milani eyeshadow in Vanilla. I'm a little surprised that this is still hanging around, but it is a huge eyeshadow. Let me actually show it to you. That would be smart. Like, I hit pan on it and everything, but then it started breaking apart, so I had to repress it, and then I dropped it on the floor and had to repress it again. And it kicks up plenty of powder each time that I use it, but at the same time, it's just a lot of product. I'll finish it next year. It's not a big deal, but that is it. So I didn't get as much done in this as I wanted to. Some of these things are going to be in my what I want to finish in 2021 that I will be filming soon. But you know, it's okay. We all had a dud year. We'll just work on stuff better next year, or try to at least, because hey, if we can't get stuff worked on next year, that's okay too. It's not a big deal. It's just makeup. So thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I do really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye!